There he is, Professor.
Yep, that's
Oh,
Jacob the jeweler. He
we're the same
he
age.
was yeah, he is the chain maker of my generation, like Kanye West and all the rappers. They call him Jacob the jeweler. He owns a company called Jacob and Company. Oh, his jewelry is spectacular.
Yeah,
Them guys are dropping millions on those chains from him,
I
and
can imagine.
his watches are just out of this world.
Uh-oh. Hook it up. Got that hot topic. Hook it up. Brought up the hot topic. What about that cheating couple from the video at the concert? Hey,
I think that they just keep playing that as a distraction. That's just my take. And
Yeah.
I'm not condoning or condemning anybody. What I'm saying is there's people out here who can't afford eggs. Now we got this new thing called sneakflation, where they're keeping things the same price, but still, why are you laughing?
how funny sneakflation.
That's what it's that's
Yeah,
what
that
it's
is a
called.
funny term. Sneakflation.
I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm not saying what they did was wrong. Why is it international news? Because I found it in the United Kingdom's paper.
Oh yeah.
So
Now my wife was the one that told me about it. I
about
guess it
what?
was on Facebook or whatever. That same little
That
video
incident?
clip. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
And then
saw it.
somebody made an AI clip of it because the guy dips down and she turns away. And but in the AI video, he comes back up with a banner that says "I'm boning her," you know, waves it. It's
Beautiful.
just AI. Yeah, it was funny. It was sneakflation for sure.
I
What I
violated,
think,
guys. I violated.
no drinking allowed during podcasts.
I
Duh.
violated.
Wait a minute. Never mind.
I
That's my
violated.
boss. That's my boss, Mr. Bill
Yeah.
Carrar.
Hey, Bill.
Yep.
Oh, I thought.
I'm
Okay, I thought. Okay, I thought he was being a jerk. I'm glad you told me.
Oh, he
I'm
is
dri-
being a jerk. He's just my
I'm
boss,
drinking.
busting my balls. So
I'm drinking on the job. I'm drinking on the job here. Um,
People. The point is, people get into any little distraction now. What else? They're also using this Shannon Sharp stuff as a distraction.
that's the other one, right?
Yep.
He was uh he was getting his groove on with some young lady or something.
Here's the thing about kinks, right?
Yeah.
Brandon looked like he wanna laugh.
I do. I did. I didn't know where this was going. So
Brandon,
It's
you bad boy. You
scary. It's this
my
fact.
mind's already go. My mind's already going in 20 different directions.
There are really people who get aroused from being choked and slapped and spanked, okay? So
Oh,
why
more than that.
a whole lot more. So why is that news? I'm not on Shannon's side or her side, but my thing is once you get to us, if Shannon had did this 20 years ago, I would be mad. Dude,
why 20 years ago?
because why bring it up 20 years later?
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the fact that it's recent and he was already a multimillionaire, dude, when are you going to learn? This goes to show that money don't buy common sense.
No, it doesn't.
If he wants to be spanked and slapped and choked and he likes his fetishes, I don't care. But you're Shannon Sharp, dude. You've already got caught on camera without being caught doing the horizontal polka with a woman in 2024 and her screaming like a banshee, okay? Like, when does it stop? Hello, Britt. My point is, it's all distraction. Because in the meantime, gas prices, where Brandon go?
Brandon, man.
I think his phone. In the meantime, people can't afford eggs out here.
And that ain't no yoke.
Yep, they're scared about how to pay for their kids' school supplies when school starts back in a couple of weeks. weeks.
Yeah.
There's uncertainty about your job and about if you're going to keep a roof over your head. And I won't hook it up Homestead to know. I know about that couple. I'm not condemning you. I just personally think that's distraction. People do this stuff every day. I'm not saying I condone it, but everybody's acting outraged about something that people do all the time. And then they're using it as a distraction. That's my problem with it. Okay, you caught some people cheating by holding each other at a concert.
Big damn deal.
Big deal in comparison to most of these people losing their jobs and can't afford to feed their children.
So which one's more important?
To me, people who can't feed their kids. Now, that's just me.
I don't understand why people make such a big deal about knowing what other people do in their bedroom.
That too.
I could care less.
That's
The
the thing.
comedian, the comedian David Tell said it best: is what a man, a woman, another man, and a donkey do in their bedroom. That's their gosh darn business.
Exactly. let the donkey have fun. What the hell? Yeah, distractions.
We need
And
we need to be building our networks. But go ahead, Mr. Burns.
as an investor, that's exactly what I warn people about often. Getting this. Well, I don't use the term distracted, but
It's the
that's
same.
exactly what happened.
What term do you use?
What?
What term would you use in that situation?
Well, I always, it's a form of distraction, right? When people get wrapped up in personalities and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's a form of distraction. If you're gonna
Mhm.
be, if you're gonna be if you're gonna be serious about investing, if you're gonna be serious about um, your financial situation, and this is not financial advice, y'all, and
Yeah.
it's for entertainment purposes only. Uh, if you're serious, then you got to focus on the things that matter. You can't be getting all wrapped up emotionally, especially not emotionally, whenever the headlines hit and you go crazy. Um,
Well, you also mentioned on one of your Wednesdays when we were talking, which threw me by surprise, that they actually throw a emotional check into the equation, you know, and that completely panned out to where I understood it through the best example is through Tesla. You know,
yeah,
it was a big emotional thing that people were, leaving the stocks and this and that. And when you told me that they were actually that's all in there, that blew my mind. It really did.
hmm
Yeah,
Because
because
it
yeah,
does make sense. I mean, looking back on it, I'm going, well, yeah, I guess it does make sense because if 20 million people decide this guy's an asshole and they're going to boycott him, hey, if you got stock in him, you're screwed, you know?
yeah, yeah. Well, and here we go. You pick Tesla. Tesla's a great example. Tesla
Camo. I don't understand what Camo's asking.
wants us to converse a little bit with the audience. Yeah, I mean,
what does he think we're doing? That's what this is, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you can come up, you can ask questions, you can. We're more than willing to participate with the audience. There's a perfect example. Okay, actually,
Mhm.
that's an example for a few lessons to be learned about
Yes.
investing. So, I've never bought a Tesla share in my life. I didn't see or I didn't understand the value of Tesla. And I definitely don't understand why it is as valuable as it is now.
Me either.
This is my
Right
understanding.
after. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially after everything that happened. Yeah.
I'm
this is
talking
my
about before that, but keep going.
yeah, this is my understanding of Tesla. First of all, uh, our grid. There's been so much talk about our electrical grid and how fragile it is. So okay, you sell a couple of thousand electric vehicles, but
Texas is
of
an
course,
example of that.
yeah, and of
Yeah, I
course
didn't
you're
mean
gonna
to
want to.
interrupt, but
No, you're good. And of course you're gonna want to sell more. You're gonna want to capture a larger market share of vehicles. Hopefully, you got more people purchasing electric vehicles. But what about the electrical grid? Is anybody talking about improvements to the grid? If there's no talk about improvements to the grid, how are we going to deal with more electric vehicles as the years go on if we're not improving the grid? That's number one. Number two,
Amen.
we've already seen tragedies associated with this vehicle. Number three, we've seen complications with the change of weather and these electric vehicles. For example, the number of people that couldn't move around in Texas when the temperatures went into freeze mode. Um, so I never, and maybe one or two other things, but that Tesla brand didn't uh, give me the sense that number one, it was worth what it was worth as a company, and number two, that it was really going to go anywhere. Because another thing that I didn't mention that would impact Tesla is the fact that Tesla's breaking ground on something that other companies that are have much greater capitalization can always swoop in and take over and kick them off to the side,
Have you
which
ever
is
seen
starting.
that documentary, Who Killed the Electric Car?
no.
No, but my understanding of who killed the electric car was Rockefeller.
That don't shock me.
No, don't shock. Well, it shouldn't shock anybody. The first commercially used vehicles in the world were electric vehicles,
They
not
were.
not gas combustion.
I
Uh,
agree.
London and
That,
Paris were the first two cities that started using cars, and they were electric, not
And they try,
gas.
yeah, and people keep thinking it's the Americans. No, it was Europe first. It's just that Ford
Ford,
revolutionized the what you call it, the
uh,
conveyor and the darn
the
40-hour
assembly
work
plant. The
and
assembly plant.
the
Yeah.
Yeah,
assembly line and the darn 40-hour work week.
yeah.
Ford just was the first one to make it faster. That's all.
And it just so happens that um, he was working in conjunction with Rockefeller.
Oh, that don't shock me either.
He was also behind the dismantling of the public transportation system that was using electricity also. He was also behind the demise of the ethanol business and the production of corn for the purpose of creating ethanol by way of providing the funds for the church women who were pushing for prohibition.
Oh, they just throw
So
that in there. That's actually pretty smart.
well, um, anything anything that jeopardized or diminished uh, his profit from the oil. And by the way, the oil industry started here in the United States in Pennsylvania.
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you ever this is an interesting little fact. Miss Helms may know about this, but you've heard the term jaywalking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know where that comes from?
Nope.
This was an interesting little fact that I learned. Hey, is that Jay?
That's
Correct.
Jay.
How are
Hey,
you?
Jay. You got a
Hi, guys.
shirt on tonight. Wonderful.
Thanks. Hi, Brandon. How are you?
I was
Hey.
hoping to see your nipples so I can change the channel.
I don't want your channel to go down.
Well, jaywalking was all right. If you were a jay, that was a derogatory term. It meant like a hick or a hillbilly and this and that. And what happened was the streets used to be open. And once the automotive industry started going through, they were having these cars come through and they were hitting people. They were killing people, essentially just running them over, because the streets were still filled with people and these cars were coming around. They didn't want to make it seem bad for the automotive industry. So they said, well, those guys were jaywalking. In other words, like they were hillbilly walking, or they were, I don't
Yeah.
know another a term that we could use today. But basically, these guys were morons. That's why they're getting hit, is because they're not walking in the areas they're supposed to be walking in. And so that kind of they use that to diminish what was happening. People getting hit on the road. Basically.
Hey Jay, before you chime in, I wanna provide another piece of trivia here. Now that we kicked out the jaywalking, in New York City, and Jay knows this because we grew up in the same neighborhood. Uh, they used to say, don't allow your girl, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, to walk along the outside close to the street. And the
Yeah.
and the popular belief in our age group was that if you're doing that, that means you're selling off your woman, right? But that's
Mhm.
not really where it came from.
No. Yeah.
Where it really came from was back in the 1800s, where people used to keep a spittoon around. So they used to piss and do other creative stuff with it, and they used to hurl it out the window. So when they hurl it out the window, the trajectory would land along the outside where your girl was. So to prevent her from getting smudged, you would be a gentleman and let her walk along the inside.
It's like taking your coat off and throwing it over a puddle.
But it's
What?
interesting how it was juxtaposed into the 1980s, 1970s, where the meaning completely
Yeah, it switched. It changed.
switched, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So there's nothing
And
new under the sun.
now, growing
I,
up in
I,
the '80s in the South down here, that meant you would always escort your woman. You would stand on the street side because the idea is if a car was coming off or something like that, if something happened, you would be the one that would, you'd be
I would
protecting
take the hit
the woman. You would take the hit. Exactly. Yeah.
until you got into an argument. Then you would switch roles.
I guess it depends on your woman that you're escorting.
Hmm. That's why I like big women.
Hey, I'm here for the money. Show me the money.
Okay. So patience is a virtue, Jay. Right?
Uh-huh.
I give.
What does
I
that
gave
really
every.
what does that really mean? Patience is a virtue.
So in terms of investing, right?
Mm.
People get very impatient. People want money and they want it fast. They want a lot of it. They want it fast, and they open the door to be manipulated, used, misinformed. People have a tendency of running with that. I'm always warning people about uh, these content creators that focus on finance, and they always want to sell a course. Always selling courses.
Hey now.
Uh-oh, look out. So the thing is that they entice people by showing them these wonderful trades, these wonderful returns. But what most people don't know or don't realize is that they're showing you the returns on the trades that were successful. They don't show you the ones that were unsuccessful and just how much of a loss they produce. Because if you get to see that, you notice that these guys break even. So where are they making their money? On
Of course.
selling selling courses.
Well, we gotta
That's their
make some
thing.
money. We have to make money somehow, and we're doing it honestly by giving you our experiences in a nutshell. Because I can give you 45 years of experience in less than 9 weeks with my course. Now, it's available for everybody, but not everybody's available for it because it's not a one size fits all, right?
Hmm.
So it's up to you how you want to implement it, integrate it, utilize it, and make it work for you.
If you don't mind me asking, Jay, what does your course teach? You know?
Oh, do we have time, Mr. Burns?
We have time.
So it's a combination of a few things. It includes the astrology. Um, it includes the Eastern practices of Tantra, but
Mhm.
not in the American sense of the word.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna warn you right now, Jay.
uh-huh.
If you ain't got this,
Hey, send it my way.
whatever course you're teaching,
Send it my way. I'll text you my address. I'll forward you my address.
this is what enhances my ability to make money right here. This
Nice. Nice.
I'd be slipping and sliding with this right here.
As long as you're not
Just
bending
oh,
down.
just over the years, as I was getting older and stuff, I thought about doing like cooking classes for kids
Oh,
and
nice.
stuff like that. You know, exactly the same thing. Just my profession's aspect, teaching people how to cook. You know,
Are you a
and I
cook?
mean,
Are
they
you a chef from?
go ahead, Jay.
No, I'm saying, are you a chef professionally, or just as a hobby, or is it?
Yeah, no, I've been doing it for 30 years. You
Oh,
know,
nice.
cooking.
Mhm.
You know,
What's your favorite? What is your specialty?
my favorite thing to make is money. So
No, no, no. I mean the meal.
Ah,
The meal. The meal. The meal. The meal.
yeah, I love steaks. I just cooking steaks is good. You know,
So
you
do you
can't go
bake
wrong
it?
with
Do you
that.
stir it? Do you
When I eat, I
grill it?
like Caribbean food. A lot of Caribbean food. I grew up down here, Caribbean and South American.
Mm.
You know, and Mexican. You know,
What do you mean by South American? South America is a large continent. So which area?
yeah, yeah, like yeah, just anything. Those,
No, because when you do
it,
Argentinian food, it's different from when you do Peruvian food.
yes, yes. I think that's why I enjoy it so much. And you know, ceviche in Peru is different from ceviche from another place. You know what I mean? Um, but every little, I think that's, I think, I think you just hit that because people ask me. But every little region, even when you go to Mexico and you want to do a mole sauce, every single region that you get a recipe from is completely different from it's all different compared to the region and what's traditional, you know?
yeah. In
So you're
Peru
Exactly.
they
getting
make
all these
ceviche. In Peru they make
what's that?
ceviche, and in Peru they make ceviche, but in Puerto Rico they make cevicho.
Cevicho.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
Uh, just a word of advice: don't repeat that in front of Puerto Ricans. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
there was a joke. There was a joke back in the day. Um, about when I was taking my Spanish courses. Uh,
Mhm.
the word guagua, it means children or buses, depending on where you're from.
Right.
Mhm.
So this man, he had a business, and his wife had died, and he wanted to get remarried because he had a few kids. So he wanted like a mate, a partner to help rear the kids. And
Mhm.
so when he told the woman that he had like six guaguas, she got excited because she was like,
I,
"Oh, so he's a businessman, he has money, he's well to do, and I'm going to have a good life." And so she agreed to meet him and engage. And then one day he said, "Would you like to see the guaguas?" And she said, "Of course." And he took her.
And you said it means two different. What are the two definitions?
Buses are children, depending on where you're
Okay. Oh
from.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So he took her home to meet the guaguas, and she was
The
excited to see
hijos.
the buses, but she met
Yeah.
six children instead.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful, like Mr. Burns is saying, ceviches.
cevicho.
Ceviche,
Right.
and
So
Well, I
so
knew that. I
bicho
grew growing
bicho
up.
is
I had to
bicho
go
is
ahead.
insect. Okay, that's the actual definition. Bicho is insect, but in Puerto Rico, that is that is the male dangalang. Okay, so yeah.
Can you
So
so
swear in other languages on here on YouTube?
maybe, but I never tried
I
because
used I used all profanity on my channel, so it doesn't. I've never gotten anything taken down because of it. But
oh okay,
I I, I also don't ever put mine for kids. So
right.
I'm just curious about it because I know swear words in different languages, but you know.
I think that's the first thing everybody learns when they learn another
Oh
language.
yeah. Oh yeah.
People
I'm here to talk
feel,
about money, money, money,
oh
money.
yeah. So patience is a virtue, Jay.
Yes.
So when you get involved in long-term investing, and because of the variety of approaches that I have had toward the market, I understand the value and the importance of being a long-term investor.
So explain the market to me like I'm a 2-year-old.
Okay,
What
look
is the
here, you
market?
dummy. No. um, so the market is a place where you can buy a company. Depending on how much money you have, you'll be able to buy pieces of the company. A company is broken up into a huge number of tiny little pieces, and you're able to buy anywhere from one piece to 10 million pieces,
To a third of a
or
piece.
a third of a piece, whatever you can afford. With that, you are part of the ownership along with a bunch of other people. As an owner in that manner, you don't make decisions about how the production is done. In other words, you don't show up to the headquarters and start dictating uh, how a product is made, um, the how things are going to operate on in the warehouse, the floor. Nothing like that. You share along with others in the growth of the company. As the company grows, so does your share, your piece. The piece grows along with it in value. Maybe you see a company that you like. Every tiny little piece that they're offering is $10. You want to be an owner. You like the company. You want to be an owner of the company. Again, you're not the owner in the sense that you tell people what to do. You just own a piece. There's a certificate that's associated with your name that says, okay, as the company grows, Mr. J, he's going to get some growth because he has a certificate. Now the certificate grows in value. You bought it at 10. 20 years later, it's worth 1,000. So now this one-time purchase is worth $1,000 20 years later. There are some companies that because you have that certificate, maybe the value doesn't grow so much, but instead they'll send you a check every 3 months for every share that you have, for every little piece of that company that you have. They're going to send you a check that represents a portion of the profits that are made, a portion of that. And the more shares you own, the bigger the check. That's what we call a dividend. Any questions, Jay?
Yeah, it's interesting that years ago this was almost impossible, and now we have like avenues like Robinhood where you can put like $25. It's amazing how much or how far we have come. Where before
Things
you
have
needed to
changed,
have
right?
like thousands of dollars to
If you
invest.
wanted to open up an account when I started back in 1996, you needed a minimum of $10,000 to open up an account, which is
Correct.
the equivalent of about $66,000 today. So
Hmm.
right now, today, if the rules were the same as they were back then, you would have to come up with $66,000 just to open the account. And
I
back
remember.
then, I'm sorry to
Go
interrupt,
ahead.
but back then, you buy or sell either one, you could pay up to $100 just for that one transaction. So
Let me ask you a question, if you don't mind.
yeah,
How does Robinhood make its money with this? All right, obviously, how they were making their money back then was, charging per transaction. How
and
does
the brokers are
Robinhood?
making those fees. Uh-huh.
Yeah, how does Robinhood do it without? How are they making money? What without charging you?
So you buy one, two, several stocks, or buy whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at your account and you have maybe 7 cents left, 15 cents left, a couple of dollars left over. You are amongst tens of thousands of other customers that
Yeah.
Robinhood has that also have something left over in their account. Some might
Mm-hmm.
have thousands of dollars that they haven't invested. So what Robinhood will do is they'll use that cash that you have in your account and they'll invest it on their behalf, get the returns,
But
and
still
you
hold
have
your money. Okay, I see.
and you still have your money.
I'm thinking it's like
Exactly.
something like the bank. You
Yes.
put the money in the bank
Yeah.
and then they invest the money and they do their transactions and you get back. The difference with the bank for me is you save your money in the bank, but you don't get an investment, a return.
Yeah.
It's just
You do
sitting
get a
there.
return. You do get a return in the form of interest payments,
Right, but it's
but
not
those interest payments are dismal. They're
right, exactly.
Dismal compared to what they're making on your money.
Right.
yeah.
So like I would say you want to do like a Roth IRA or maybe some kind of CDs.
I personally, and this is not financial advice, I personally do not um, engage with any bank products at all. Not CDs, not anything.
Oh, really? How come? Why not?
because what they offer is extremely low, an extremely low return, even the
Yeah.
CDs. And not only that,
I can
there's
agree because we had to actually do that when we got a good settlement and we had couple $1,000 and we didn't want it just sitting on our savings account and took it to the bank and basically stuck it in the bank for a year in one of their Tina, what was that called? A CD. Put it in a CD. And the interest that we made from that was like it was nothing, you know?
yeah.
It basically just tied our money up for a year, very minimal amount. And then if we wanted to get our money back, there were going to be penalties and we were going to actually be charged for it. And we were it just wasn't a positive experience. So I go with,
If you compare what the bank has to offer with what you can get in a brokerage, it's a no-brainer. You're going to get so much more out of the brokerage managing your own
yeah,
money than
yeah.
you will using bank products.
Unfortunately, I hadn't met the Solomon Project before then. So,
Ooh wee. That's why we're here now. That's why we're here now. And
Mm,
uh, I don't use this platform to offer most of what I know about finance because
mm,
my main goal here is to encourage people to make that step, even if it's the first step or the second step, but to make that step toward this extremely powerful
mm.
tool known as the stock market.
Yeah.
That's my main goal is to encourage people to take a step in that direction at least.
So, Mr. Burns, what
Yeah.
is one thing? What is one thing that you can surmise as to why people don't take advantage of this great opportunity of playing the stock market?
So two things. One is that they don't know how it works
Mhm.
or how to even get started. And two is fear. Fear is the other one. Yeah, Brandon.
I was just gonna quote that exact same. It's fear of the unknown and fear of they don't know how it works, and they're not going to. You don't just throw your money at something that doesn't work, you know,
But
or
you're
Okay.
that
you,
you don't. Let me rephrase that. You don't throw your
Mhm.
money at something that you don't understand how it works, and it's a little bit complicated. And a lot of people, I think he summed it up right. I don't think I had to interject on that, but yeah, a lot of people are they don't know how it works and they're scared of it and they're not gonna a lot of people nobody likes to do something new.
so
Even
with
in the restaurant industry,
Mhm.
you know, or when you're raising your kids, getting them to try something new, you know. Hey, we're going to an Indian restaurant. Me and my wife love that, you know,
Mhm.
but trying different food that we've never had before, you know.
Mhm.
Most people don't want to try new food,
No.
you know.
And
especially when
Most
I'm
people,
fear
hungry.
is expected.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't want to try anything new when I'm hungry.
Exactly. That's the point. And
But what I'm trying.
when you're most likely to want to invest or do something with your money, you're hungry, right? You're hungry
Uh,
because you want to do something with that money, right?
Yeah.
that's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question because it's true.
She's
So
there,
I
Professor. She's
wouldn't
there.
I wouldn't do anything if I'm hungry because when you're hungry you make mistakes. You can easily
Good
get
So
point.
manipulated.
Yeah, good
part of
point.
part of part of what creates the
Yeah.
fear for people is because of the things that they hear on the news with respect to corporations going into bankruptcy, people losing money uh, in their retirement accounts. Disasters like Enron. When Enron happened, The number of
COVID.
people that
Just when COVID happened.
I don't know if COVID made a connection with the stock market itself. I don't
Oh, big
remember.
time, man. I lost a big. I lost my. I didn't lose. I don't know as much as my 401k, but yeah, when COVID hit, the stock market had a crash. I knew this because I had to take money out to put a down payment on my house. And I had to take a big chunk out when it was half as much as it was the year before. Does that
After
make
hearing
sense?
something like that, yeah, it does. Well, it does to me. After hearing something like that, what do you guys think that the average person would? How would the average person react uh, to something that you just stated right now and getting involved in the stock market? How would
Well,
the average
for
person
me,
react?
for me, it's about mindset, right? If you're if you, how you're approaching the situation. So when you go to the casino, for example, you
Hmm.
have a certain amount of money that you're walking with, and
Yeah.
how much money you're going to spend. And if you lose it, you lose it. If you win, you win. And you
Good
make up your
analogy.
mind that that particular portion, $200, $500, $1,000, whatever it is, you're going to play
Hmm.
it. You win, you get back, you walk out. However, some people, they get that urge. I don't want to call it greed. They might get carried away and they start to bet the winnings. And then that's when they lose and they lose everything. So for me, it's about the mindset. You have to approach it as a game with potential risk and lose and loss. And you have to be ready that if you lose, you're not going to hurt yourself in the process.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not gonna lose your house or your,
No, you don't want
you
to
know.
lose your life because I've seen it
Exactly.
when the Wall Street, like back in the 80s and stuff, people just threw themselves out the window,
Yep.
right? Because it was
I
very
remember that. We're all
personalized
the
for
same.
them.
We're all the same age. I think Jay. I think we're close. I'm close to you guys. Either way, I grew up in the
Um,
'80s, so
I find it interesting that you should use an analogy associated with gambling
Why is that?
because a lot of people make that association with the stock market.
What, the gambling?
Now, yeah, now
Mhm.
you can approach it that way. You could take very risky moves with the stock market. You can do that. However, there are plenty of ways of working with the stock market where you're not gambling, where the risk that you take is calculated. And in the world of finance, that's risk management. Okay.
Mhm.
Some people have a higher risk tolerance than others, but just because you have a low risk tolerance doesn't mean that you have to jump in with a high risk tactic or a high risk approach.
Understood. What I was speaking about specifically with the casino analogy is what Brandon had mentioned when he put the money in the bank, and then it was just sitting there for a year. For me, it's the way you approach a situation. So you can either go into this, like you said, hungry and lose, and entirely everything, and then make that assessment that you know I told you I didn't want to do this to begin with, and look what happened. So for me, when you project that mindset from the get go, I think that's what you will see in return. Is whatever you're putting out, whatever energy you're putting out, that's what you're going to see back in your returns. So if you approach it with positivity, with enthusiasm, with some type of winning personality or mindset, even if you lose, you're still coming out a winner because you took that risk to do something that you have never done in your life before, right? And it might pay off. It might pay off, and that's what you're saying, Mr. Burns. The risk assessment. right? It
When
cannot
I,
be, you cannot become emotionally attached to it. It has to be
Jay,
the mindset of win or lose. And I'm going to walk out of here just the way I came in. I'm not going to lose my mind. I'm not going to lose my heart, you know, and patience is a virtue.
It really is.
Mr. Burns, you were gonna say something.
Yeah, I was gonna piggyback off of something that Jay said. Oh, when I went like this, when
Yeah,
I started with the no,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because Jay mentioned the reaction through emotions, and that's why I went like this. I was actually agreeing with him
Yeah, yeah,
by going no. In other words, yeah, you
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
want, when it comes to investing or business, even for the professor has to check her emotions when she makes a
Mhm.
decision about her business.
Yeah,
And for anyone who wants to invest, anyone who wants to buy stock in the stock market or bonds, you have to do something with your emotions. You have to put them in check somehow. Um, you have to. It has to. You have to minimize the emotional reaction to uh,
yeah.
what you're seeing, what you're hearing.
Well, I'm Jay. I'm gonna give you an example. I didn't have Mr. Burns, 10 years ago when I wanted to play around, and Robinhood just came out, and I was like, oh, let me try it. Didn't understand anything. A total noob, as they call it. No idea. Okay, you can invest in this, you can invest in that. And I used it more like day trading. I was trying to get the stocks. Every morning I was up. I had nothing to do. I was unemployed for 4 months. I had $200 to play around with, and that was it. And that's what I started with. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find the next Microsoft. That was my idea. I'm gonna find the next Microsoft, and I'm gonna get rich. You know, I'm playing around with it. I'm getting into different companies. Stuff happens with them. I buy a grocery company stock, and then Amazon buys Whole Foods, wipes out that. But I'm doing just little trades here and there, and it's just diminishing that $200 to where it was like. And I said, okay, I'm done playing. I'm not. I can't. I'm not. I don't have a grasp on this. You know.
But you know what,
Anyway,
Brandon?
yeah. What's that, Jay?
Even though without the knowledge, without the background, the fact that you took the risk and you took the chance to just
Hmm.
go out of your comfort zone showed how much you were willing to understand this process.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
something that has been
That
calling
was
you all of
exact.
your life.
That was exactly it. It was more of I was trying to learn, and it was trying to be a learning experience.
The same
And
thing for
God damn
me.
it,
Yeah, the same thing
I
for
wish.
me. What I'm doing right now has been
Hmm.
calling me all of my life, but I kept ignoring it. Right? So come full circle, it's coming back where now the astrology, the planets, it's in a
Yeah,
certain alignment where it's telling me and other people like us, or
time
almost
to go.
everybody, that
It's time to go.
we have to focus. We have to keep it
Yeah,
real,
yeah. No, I'm
right?
with you.
Whether it's
I think
relationship, money,
people, whether
children.
whatever the situation is, you've got times. You know what I mean? And there's times. And if this is time for you, Jay, man, more power to you, brother. I got to tell you that for
Jay, where'd you
everybody.
go? Jay's
He may click.
his green screen
He
swallowed him up.
he, uh, he clicked the wrong button. Maybe I've been known to do that. You know,
When I go on a black screen like that, I'm getting the secret sauce. That's what's going on.
Mm. Nathan, right?
Yep.
Yep. When
Some
Nathan's
man,
around.
some mayonnaise. Uh,
There were a few comments that Miss Helms was saying.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
we
you
hear
and see
Jay.
you now.
Yeah. There's a few comments that Mrs. Helms was making that I just
Can you guys hear me?
I could have twisted them around, and I had to.
Why am I not hearing
And
you?
you can't hear
You don't
me.
hear us?
Hello, Jay.
Jay, you piece of turd. Can you hear us now?
Jay, we can hear you.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh,
Okay,
Sorry about that. That was
wonderful.
a phone call coming in.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't hear. I'm
yeah.
glad you didn't hear what I said. Thank you, Jay.
What did you say?
Oh, that's right, Jay. You did get to meet my parents, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
met
that's
your
way
dad, your
back.
mom. I met your brother. I met your sister. I met your nephews.
Did you meet his
Your,
brother, the big tough guy?
the doctor, yeah.
Was it a doc? Was it the doctor? That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the big tough guy that you didn't want to mess around with.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
incredible. This guy was incredibly handsome. This guy was incredibly intelligent. This guy was incredibly I've never met, and I'm going to say this on camera, I've never met a Dominican as fantastic as Mr. Burns' brother.
I
He
heard he
was
was kind of
such,
scary.
yeah, he was such an amazing personality. Um, so it would be interesting to meet him again. He was he was
Not.
fun. No, everybody has their personality, right? And because of his knowledge, he was he was on top of his game, and he was just doing his thing.
Mm.
And
Wow.
you can't hate the player. You have to hate the game, but you can't hate the player.
He was. Yeah. No. I listen. My older brother, mega talent. Mega talent. Like I said, I think I mentioned
The
it.
whole
I
family,
meant.
father, two sons, and I think one of your sisters, if I'm not mistaken. Was,
Now, Jay, if you don't mind me asking you, oh, DeAndre, hey, DeAndre's in.
Double D.
That's cool. I can't see what it says. It says,
he
hey.
says,
It says, "Hey,
hey,
you are."
on live, I'll
Yeah.
be back about to cook dinner real quick. Had to say hello.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. DeAndre's always fun to have around. He's
What were you gonna? What were you gonna ask?
part of
Oh,
Mr. Burns' eclectic group.
yeah. What were you gonna ask, Brandon?
I forgot.
The brother, his
DeAndre's.
brother.
No. I've heard stories about the brother, about how your brother was pretty hardcore, man. And
Yeah.
you know,
My dad was nice to Jay. I mean, my brother was nice to Jay.
Very nice, very cool.
But
But he wasn't like that with everybody.
no, he wasn't.
yeah.
Maybe it's because
Well,
I don't know. Maybe because I'm Indian. Maybe
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
oh no,
culture.
yeah. No. I was gonna ask when you guys grew up in the same neighborhood. Jay, you said you have an Indian background.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is that from your mother's side, your father's side,
Both
Both.
sides.
both?
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah.
grew up in an Indian. So, Mr. Burns, when you went over to his house, you were
Hmm.
experiencing a different culture.
No,
Going
not
over
really.
and am I
Well,
correct? Am I just
here's the
assuming?
deal. He's got
Yeah.
he's got he's got Indian background. However, he was born and a part of his life was raised in the Caribbean, in Guyana.
Okay.
But both.
I say South America. Some people say Caribbean. I don't necessarily say Caribbean, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, I'm saying Caribbean because because I want to. Because
Well, no. My point was when you were younger. I'm assuming that you guys were teenagers together. Is that correct
Correct.
assumption?
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
late
as a
teens.
teenager, as a teenager, when you went over to Jay's house, and it was a completely different culture because his parents were both Indian. You know,
Well,
I'm assuming
they
you
were
guys
they
had
were
dinner together.
they were
You guys shared
Indian.
meals.
Yeah, but the
It
type
was
of
mostly American stuff.
it was cuisine, but it was Guyanese cuisine. The roti. Well, that's Indian. The roti's Indian, but
Rotis,
um,
yeah, rotis. I know rotis. We got
yeah.
them
So
down here
so
in South
yeah, I
Florida.
used to I used to eat roti with Jay and his family. Um, but there were a lot of things that they ate that we also ate in the Caribbean, in
Yeah.
um in the islands.
Uh huh.
Yeah, the plantains, the
Well, Brandon, to answer your question, I am Indian, but I can make a mean pot of arrogandules y pollo guisado.
yeah. There you go. See,
So I love cooking, and my dad loved cooking. So I learned from my dad and my mom how to cook, and we cooked internationally. We didn't cook just Indian.
Okay. All
As
right.
a matter of fact, we didn't like to cook curry in the house because it smelled, you know. So we had to cart it off the room and open the
Mhm.
window and that sort of thing. So it was
So you
mostly
can
like
I can
Italian,
remember
Spanish.
I can remember eating dinner at my um friends' houses when I was younger, and like it was a Cuban family, and they were their parents were straight from Cuba, but I knew it was different, a different dinner we were having when I ate with them. You know what I mean? And even same with the Puerto Rican. I just was curious, as Mr. Burns, if you were exposed to the, well, like if your parents made I don't know, tikka masala, something like that. I don't know, an Indian.
I,
What's a I don't know much Indian food, actually, to be honest with you. Most of my knowledge is Caribbean. You know.
Mhm.
and Latin food.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
it was
Latin.
it was
Yeah.
basically there was a lot of Latin food going on in Jay's house.
Hmm.
It was
There was a
mixed. It
lot of
was
Latin.
spaghetti and meatballs. It was rice and beans. It was
Hmm.
chicken curry with lentil soup. It was roti. It was salads. It was
Yeah,
Italian,
no,
or see, it was a mixture of everything. It
that's
wasn't just one.
awesome. That's so awesome. Not a lot of, I don't know if you realize this, but not a lot of people grow up that way.
Yeah, we're very international. Even the family, we're Indians, but we're married
Yeah.
out into blacks, Hispanics, whites, uh, everything. We're the Benetton of the of the everybody. So
Yeah, no, I'm
um,
just talking about in the scheme of things, a lot of people don't have that exposure to those different types, of foods.
We were
mhm.
And you
exposed to
guys,
so
you
much, so many different cultures
I
where
think
we
that's one of
grew
the
up.
great things living in New York is that
that's so awesome. I
you're
envy
so
I envy you
open.
guys.
Well, come on
You know.
down and get a taste of it. But
Oh, I
now
have.
you know even
I go
like,
everywhere I can. I was in New York, not this summer, last summer, you know.
but where you are
With the
right now, you have Uber Eats and Grubhub and all that thing. You can order food from anywhere.
Yeah, but I want to learn how to actually make it. I like to make it. You know what I mean?
So is this what we call a stretch for you?
What is stretch?
Something that you want to do, that you're going to pull yourself out of your comfort zone and do it and have a smart goal about it. So let's say within the next 2 weeks, when we come back on a Saturday, you're going to say you made some type of Indian dish.
Oh no, I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
So
Um,
what is something that you would like to cook?
I don't know. What do you recommend is a recipe that I make that's an Indian dish, being an authentic Indian dish? What do you recommend is something that I make that I should learn how to do as my starter, First Indian dish. I don't know anything about Indian cuisine.
Well, what do you like to do? I could give you a simple
Sauteed,
recipe. I give you a simple
sauteed,
You,
recipe.
if you tell me a
sauteed,
recipe, I can.
I give you a simple.
sauteed rhinoceros balls. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
That's ancient. Um, but I'll give you a simple, easy recipe. So you get, let's say,
Just tell me what the name of it is, and I can Google it. I'm sure.
uh, it would be either biryani, chicken biryani, or any type of meat, or
Eat a biryani.
biryani, biryani, a meat
Okay.
mixture, or you could cook the
Can you
you can
type it
make
in the chat just so that I can have it to
sure. You can have the
type it into our personal chat. That's the only chat that I can see. I can't see the chat for the
I'll post
comments.
it up. If he puts it on the comments, I'll post it up on the screen.
yeah.
Okay.
You can use the
What Indian dish should I make? Now listen, I'm not an amateur. I mean anything that you like, literally anything that you can pull up. All right, I see some text. Oh, Max is getting in the way. Biryani's chicken.
biryani.
Biryani. Shut up, Max. That wants
And
me
then
to
you
turn my
have
phone.
hold
Max.
on a second.
Yeah, I see it. Biryani. Okay, all right, I see the spelling. Okay.
See it? There's
Yeah.
another one up there if you want to do that one on the screen.
Oh, chicken. I got to take a screenshot because I'm not gonna see my phone. There we go. All right. Chicken. But chicken.
I think he's
Oh,
joking.
Solomon. And you need the famunda cheese for that, right?
From under cheese. Yep.
Yes.
That's
That's a
best with
key
that.
ingredient.
That's key right there. That blend of flavors, definitely.
Oh my goodness. Max is being a pain right now.
I think I think Jay went and got some chicken butt chicana.
And topped it with some famunda cheese.
Yep.
Come on, Max. Max is antsy. I've been gone for a week. I was up in Orlando for a week, so
Oh, really?
yeah. He's let's just say very excited that I'm back.
Wow.
Well, the whole family's back, you know.
Yeah.
So he's very
He's very happy right now.
yeah.
That's how my children greet me. They lick me in the face.
It's a term of endearment, you know. I just gotta go in
Oh,
a single.
I can't get away with nothing when the professor's on. Oh man, you know what I
Oh,
don't
I
have?
missed another one. No, she said no. Yeah, no, I was out. Um, we went.
Jay, what are you doing, man? Take your finger out of there.
Maybe he doesn't want to. That's fine. It's his life. Let him live.
Hey, if it feels
You're
good.
allowed to put your finger where you're allowed to put your finger where you want, as long as it's consensual.
Sometimes it ain't consensual when it's with myself. I'll tell you that much. Sometimes I gotta fight with my hands.
Do you ever sit on your hand so it got numb, and then you can call it the stranger?
Yeah, that's the best.
That we just lost Jay. That was too much for him.
That was too much.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. We had the only video I actually took while I was in Orlando was this little picture of a little duck coming up saying hi, you know.
Oh yeah,
And it was a friendly little duck, you know.
I kind of sort of like Orlando, kind of sort of. Jay,
Yeah.
let me smell your hand, man. What were you doing?
Technical difficulties.
I got you.
Brandon, so the other thing you can make is tandoori chicken.
Tandoori chicken.
Tandoori
Tandoori.
with a T, T-A-N.
Oh, tandoori.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got tandooris at work that the actual vessels that we yeah.
That's one of the
Uh
easiest recipes you can make.
yeah, we've got those. We've actually got the clay pots to do the tandoori at work.
Mm.
Generally they're used as just a serving vessel to because we make them in the oven and then put them in the pots to serve them. You know what I mean? It's all smoke and mirrors when you're doing mass quantities, you know.
Yeah. But I'm saying at home for yourself, you can make it for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can look up tandoori chicken. Yeah. I
Tandoori
is it
tandoori chicken tacos too. Yeah, you can do that.
You can do that. The tandoori is very easy. All you need is yogurt, the tandoori paste, the chicken drums. You clean the chicken drums.
uh-huh.
You marinate you marinate it with
Yeah.
the yogurt and the paste. You leave it
Yeah.
overnight or for about an hour or so, and then you just dip it in the oven. You seal it with aluminum foil for 350, about 45 minutes to an hour, and then you have
Oh, the
the
aluminum you use aluminum foil to basically mimic a tandoori oven.
yeah, it's to keep the juices in. So
I know. Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, I got you. That makes sense.
You want
mhm.
to keep it
You
moist.
do you
You
basically
want to keep it moist all the time.
exactly, Mr. Burns. Keep it moist. No, but you're mimicking the
You need that chicken, that succulent chicken, to just like fall off.
Whoa,
yes.
succulent. There
Yeah,
it
so you want
is.
to keep you have to keep it moist.
Got to keep it moist and succulent. See
Yeah,
that?
because when it's dry and it's dried out, it doesn't have the same effect.
Yeah, yeah. No, but
Want
that's interesting that you did a home remedy because most people that do the tangine chicken, you got to buy this pot, but you could do it
No,
at home
yeah.
with tinfoil. And it
Mhm.
actually that makes sense.
It's a regular pan
Yeah.
and put in the oven, a baking pan.
yeah.
You
Hmm.
just layer it with aluminum
No, I
foil.
know exactly 100%. I've got it all 100% in my brain how to how to do it. Yeah, I mean, I understand. As soon as you said tinfoil, use tinfoil instead of the um. I was like, oh wow, is
That brain
basically
is
the
that brain is succulent right now, huh? Huh, Brandon?
yeah yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I've got a there's a big brain. Not
It's
much big,
succulent.
not much big around me, but you know, at least I can say my brain is big. Hmm.
Uh-oh. Jay's laughing.
Hey,
Jay,
do you know what the funny thing that I learned is that most intelligent people become alcoholics.
really?
Where'd you get this from?
Just research that was done
Well,
because they can't handle the I'm not gonna say they can't handle like I can handle life sober. I can handle everything that's going on, this and that. But my brain is thinking of, in all honesty, 1,000 different things, you know, Oh, especially nowadays in the politics and stuff like that. And I got a comment just to go to sleep, you know? And but they're
I came
saying,
I came close to ingesting alcohol back in the days. I must be a genius because I used to inject it intravenously.
if you can stay away from any addiction, you know. I mean, you and I have talked on your channel. I had a cocaine addiction, and that was the hardest thing that I've ever in my life had to get off.
Well, astrologically, addictions are from the north node, known as Rahu, or in English, the north node. Depending on where he's placed in your chart, you can uh, suffer from addiction, any
Mm.
form of addiction. Because what he does, he amplifies your desires, and especially if Jupiter, which is the largest
Oh,
planet, is placed in
definitely.
that chart, it amplifies bigger, amplifying it bigger.
Oh, yeah.
So you become a bottomless pit. You just want more and more and more and more. You're never satisfied until you
Look,
Yes.
run
I'm
out.
addicted. I'm addicted. Look,
Well, you are Mr. Burns, Richard Burns.
Yeah, but that soap ain't no joke.
so got me
I
hooked, man.
watched an unboxing of it.
So what is the soap made of? Is that the professor that made that for you?
Yeah, I asked for a specific um, fragrance. She's giving me a hard time about it.
Professor, I love lavender and sandalwood.
Well,
I guess
I
it's not.
requested I requested shea butter with booty fragrance.
Mmm. Why booty fragrances?
It depends on the booty, I guess.
Exactly. It depends on the booty.
I'm
Bootylicious.
guessing. I'm guessing it's a little bit of musk. A little bit of
Yeah, it's got the pheromones going.
yeah.
You know, actually, they're making something like that. I forgot if it was a cologne or a fragrance or
Well,
something like that.
what fragrance?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Um,
They're making all sorts of I mean, we're living in the world where everything is possible.
Yeah.
oh yeah. So I get it. Can I get an added 3 inches?
Yeah, if you know how to do it.
Oh my.
Remember,
There's
remember,
well,
consistency,
there's
patience, and consistency will get you
and
anything.
What?
prosthetics and money.
No, 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 no. Just you see, tantra is about it's a science and an art. Now, somebody had come on the last time and say they don't believe in science, but science are just facts you can prove that has been around for thousands of years.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with
And
you 100%. And the fact that people cannot wrap science around their brains drives me crazy.
so
You know?
in the ancient world, what they used to do was like not even ancient, not so long ago, about 100 years ago or so, and they still practice it in certain parts of the world. They'll take the boy, the child, and they'll send it to like a wet nurse or to someone, and they will take care of the child and do certain things with the child um, to help the child grow in every which way from head to toe. But we lost the art, and everybody just wants to keep their
But
children as
and
puppies.
also in some cultures they've also done things to diminish them. Like for instance, put their feet in molds so that they wouldn't grow, so that the women would have small feet.
Oh,
I
that's you're
believe
talking
that was
about
an
what the
Egyptian thing. I believe that was an Egyptian
Maybe
practice.
maybe that's what happened to me when they kept me on tight diapers for so many years.
Yeah, yeah.
well, when I was growing up, we had cloth diapers. We didn't have the plastic.
Foot foot binding in China, the professor
Yeah,
chimed
wood
in and
binding.
said.
Well, and all right. One study scientifically that I know has worked is if you wear tighty whities, your sperm count is going to be less than if you just wear boxers and then let them hang. You know
Well,
Well,
if you're wearing cotton, it shouldn't hurt you.
what's that?
It's the other material, polyester, rayon, nylon. Um,
There's not been a study on backward thongs
hey,
for the sperm count.
my diapers were backward thongs.
Well,
Where'd the professor
however,
go?
let me ask you a question, Mr. Burns. How many children do you have?
Huh? I mean, what?
How many children do you have?
I got 6.
6. So I'm thinking the backwards thong, if you want fertility, is the way to go. Just
Yeah,
just by my just natural analyzation.
yeah, yeah. I think that's the key right there.
Yeah, you let them
Just
go. I
quick
was saying
access.
boxers over briefs, but you know,
And I ain't home
we're
said,
doing it. We've got a scientific thing. I've only got 4, you know.
yeah,
So and I've been boxer guy my whole life. So, but I think the reverse thong, I may have had 6 as well. So
yeah. I think it would have amplified it,
I think you're onto something, and I think it's a scientific approach. I think people aren't looking into that. You know.
which is a huge mistake, in
it's
my
a big
Yeah.
opinion.
mistake.
Huge mistake.
Yes, a huge mistake that they're not looking into. Because if they really looked into it, they would have
They
a
would
much
know
better.
Oh,
about the size of the
Professor
ship.
says foot binding, China. Yeah, foot binding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They also do it with their necks in the somewhere in Africa they do the rings on their necks to elongate their
yeah.
necks to make them more beautiful.
Is it the Maasai that does
And
that? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Well, I
I'm not
love,
sure.
while we might be looking at the ancient cultures to some degree
These are
with,
people that are doing it today.
well, we're doing some crazy stuff today that they would look at us and say, what the hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on
Circumcision.
with these people? Circumcision. Yeah,
Circumcision. Look at that.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, how can you explain that?
I put
What are
I put mine
seriously?
back on. I put mine back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
My foreskin. I put it back on. Yeah. I don't
This
know
is
if
a
it was an
live,
act of
I don't
rebellion,
know, this
but
is a live show, so I have to be careful with what I say.
yeah, be careful,
Um,
man. Because look.
Now, if this was a different setting, we would have more of an open discussion.
Oh my. Yeah, that's scary.
Well, if Mr. Burns isn't open enough for you, you can go on mine. I'm all open.
No, I'm talking about the live. It's open to everyone. It's not a closed set.
Oh, you're gonna
So
you're
we
Yeah,
gonna
wouldn't
do
want to.
show and
yeah,
tell.
No. We
yeah.
Show
wouldn't
and
want to
tell.
offend anybody by my language or my, because
Oh,
it's very mature, and
For
it's only
mature
for,
audiences only.
yeah, it's not for. It could be taken offensively by some,
oh, okay.
so I just want to
I
be
don't know.
respectful.
That's a reason that I always enjoy the Solomon's Project is because generally nothing's taken offensive. Everybody's uh everybody's equaled. Their opinions are valued. I don't know. I can't I can't explain it.
It might have something to do with the fact that you're 5 foot.
Everybody's welcome, no matter what their perspective of life is.
No, no, no.
Yeah, but
I totally get that, and I appreciate that. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
there's certain things that we can't publicly discuss. We have to respect other people. We don't want to say anything that might rub other people the wrong way or trigger them.
that's
Yeah.
why Brandon.
Well, you
That's
can.
why Brandon doesn't brag about the fact that he wears size 16 shoes, and he's 5'10".
Excellent.
He doesn't want
Is
anybody to get
that an
offended.
analogy you were talking about, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, you could talk about it. We just there's other ways to talk about it.
I don't know, because I was on a live where a woman experienced a moose tongue.
A what?
A moose tongue.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I was on a live where that
I know what a camel toe
that
is, but I don't know what a
no,
moose
that
tongue is.
revelation moose tongue. So she was at a safari or something like that, and the
Uh-huh.
moose had his face all up in the window, and she got licked.
Oh, like the singer from Kiss.
Oh, Gene Simmons?
Yeah, Gene Simmons. You're talking about Gene Simmons
I was
experience.
made for loving you.
I don't know about that
Are you-
experience.
For loving me.
No, I'm asking you about. Is that what you're referring to?
This was an actual moose.
She got
Yeah.
moose.
Yeah, she got moosed. Yeah, apparently there was some food near her lap, and
He went for it.
he went for it. He
So,
licked
Brandon,
it.
what is your favorite movie, song, music, genre? You know,
Oh,
you asked about how we grew up. How did you grow
movies
up?
and music. I love movies and music.
Mhm.
And one of the ones that I implored Richard Burns to watch was called Soylent Green. It was an old one.
Uh,
Um, I'm
Is
trying
there
to
any of
think
this
who's
in
the
there?
guy. What's that?
Is there any of this in there?
DeAndre Dobbs. Still cooking. Is that what you're talking about?
No,
DeAndre? Oh.
no.
No, their thing was
In that movie, is there any of this?
strawberry jelly. Strawberry
What?
jelly. That was the
Woo!
thing. Yeah. Strawberry jelly.
that was
I'm
the name
trying
of
to
the
think of the
film.
guy. It's not Robert Redford, but it's one of those other good actors. Can you Google Soylent Green?
Soil and
Can you put
Green?
that Soylent Green was the name of the
Yes,
movie,
wasn't the
and it
name?
was from the 70s.
I remember that film.
Do you remember it?
Yes, I do.
I
Mhm. But I'm
okay.
trying to remember the plot.
Okay. If I were to say this, you probably know it. Because this was the catchphrase of the entire movie was "It's people."
What? You
What?
broke up.
Yeah.
Repeat.
It's
What?
people. Who's the main star of Soylent Green?
I think it was Charlton Heston, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yep.
Charlton
Charleston Heston.
Heston.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charleston Heston.
Get your
Edward G.
filthy paws
Robinson.
off me, you damn dirty apes.
Moses.
Yeah,
He played a lot of
Charlton
great
Heston.
films.
Yes, Charlton Heston. I was trying to think of the name, but yeah.
He was one of my favorite actors.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome movie. That's like one of
Yeah,
the best.
he did the Ten Commandments. He did El Cid. He did
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes, but he did. I'm talking about the Roman genre where he played the Jewish prince.
Oh. Yeah, Spartacus. No, it wasn't Spartacus. It was he did the Ten Commandments,
Right. No, he
right?
did. It's where he was a Jewish prince and he got accused by Masada, and then he got shipped as a slave, and then he came back as and the two of
Yeah.
them had the scene with the chariots.
Wasn't that Spartacus?
No, 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 no. Shoot. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Lick it.
I know what you're talking about. That's why I was
Good.
talking about Soylent Green. I couldn't figure out what his name was. Same
Uh,
thing.
what do you remember about that movie?
Which one? Soylent Green?
Uh-huh.
One of the best scenes in the movie was it's in a dystopian society later in life, and some guy smuggles strawberry jam to his girlfriend, and she tries
Butter.
and strawberry jam for the first time, and
Wow.
she was like, "What is this? What is this?" And this is a 30-year-old woman that had never tasted strawberry, but he had smuggled it, you know.
Lick this, lady.
But I remember that. And I remember
got
she
some
was
Soylent.
sexy.
She got some Soylent strawberries.
No, that was no. Those were real preserved strawberries that he gave to her, you know. But by the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you, Mr. Burns, but I do.
No.
I think you should watch that movie. That's an awesome movie, you know.
I'm gonna check it out.
When
You're talking about peanut butter
see-
and jelly. You're making me hungry.
when I
Soylent
all right,
butter.
This is the thing. When I had to make Impossible Burgers, I don't know if you've ever, Jay, have you ever seen? If any of you guys have ever touched Impossible Burgers,
I touched it.
have you? Okay.
I've had it.
When they're raw, they've got
Ouch.
it looks like meat, but it's got these chunks of coconut in them that are solidified. Coconut like oil.
Right.
When you get them frozen. That's how you get them. And when you're actually forming the patties, like I take them and I make them into sliders. I take one patty and I make it into two sliders. Sliders are like
Mhm.
2 mini burgers, you know.
Yep.
But when I touch those, that coconut is crunchy, and it always feels like I'm molding a burger out of, if somebody had taken an entire head of a human being
Lord have
and
mercy.
put it into the grinder. It's almost it's pretty disgusting to play with. And I
Cabezas.
always say, what's that?
Cabeza.
Either way, I always yell, "It's people," because it always just reminds me of little piece of bones
Some human
and stuff.
salt.
Yeah. It's like there's pieces of bone in there. I mean, granted, it's all plant based. There's no meat whatsoever in there. But
It's not plant based.
what's that?
Like I said, we're on public television. I don't want to talk about anything that's going to cause controversy.
Ooh, this is the best time to do it.
It's not plant based.
It's supposed
It's
to be.
engineered. Either way, when I touch it, it feels like I'm. It might be
Grabbing
Soylent Green.
meat.
It might be Soylent Green. It might be
Touch it.
people.
It's like you're grabbing meat. Yeah. Yeah.
Wrap this.
Double D.
Double D
got-
in the
you
house.
got-
DeAndre, welcome in.
You got some Impossible Burger going on over there where you're at?
Yeah, I got some on the stove cooking now.
So you're grabbing your meat?
don't wait till you get guests up here and start cutting up now.
We're waiting on you. We're
But
Didn't you
holding
first,
our
hear?
but first,
tongues.
but first and foremost, how y'all doing?
Pretty
Doing
good.
pretty
How are
good.
Wonderful.
you?
We're excited right now.
Yeah,
We got the
you've
soil.
been sniffing that soap. I see. That's why you excited. You've been sniffing that soap.
That's so.
All
Hey,
night.
I was trying to
You
get my
don't need
mind
to
off
be
of it.
doing it. I don't told you about that.
I was trying to get my mind off of it, but D, you got me back on it.
I ain't do that.
Man, look,
I ain't tell you to sniff
all
that
up in my
soap.
nose. All up in
D,
my
you got
nose
that much.
now.
You got that much power. You got Mr. Burns smelling the soap.
Yup.
I
Damn,
be
D.
trying. I be trying to get him to act good, but he don't want to act good for some reason.
Get on Brandon's case. Brandon admitted to grabbing his meat,
Both of y'all both of y'all in it together. Don't
but
just blame one. Just don't blame
he,
the other now. Both of
he
y'all in it
admitted it.
together.
He admitted it though.
Both of
I didn't
y'all
admit
in it
to that.
together.
You didn't hear that? He grabbed that
I don't want to.
coconut
We
in
I
in
don't
that
want to.
paddock,
Don't do that. Don't do
and he
all that.
grabbed
You don't have to do all that.
and he grabbed his meat. He said that's what he said. Um,
Y'all too
he's
much for
probably
me.
look at it. Look at the screen. He's probably doing it right now. Check it out.
I don't want to see all that. Uh,
Brandon.
how?
I know he
But
can hear us.
it's nice.
I
It's a
hear you.
play.
Max is just acting up. Sorry. I didn't want to disturb you guys with Max acting up.
See that? He went into the dark to take care of business.
Well, you could have turned the camera off and muted the
Ah, man.
microphone.
Nah. Leave the camera on so
I muted I
there's a
muted
watching.
it. He just gets look,
Show him
he
grabbing
sees
the
something
meat.
out here.
Grab
I
the
don't even
meat.
think you guys can see him. I think it's too dark out here. Come on, Max.
Grab the meat, Brandon.
Max.
I tipped the chauffeur when it was over. Then I gave her my own ride. Couldn't get her off my jock. She was like, static cling. But that's what happens when bodies start slapping from doing the
And doing
wild
the
thing.
wild thing.
Yeah,
It's the wild thing.
Bow, bow,
yeah.
bow.
Wild thing. Yeah.
You guys,
What?
Oh
believe it or
Lord.
not, I was in sixth grade, and
You
for
what?
yeah, I was at one time. Yeah, believe it or not. So, um, but
Put my cap on.
Tone Loc was the guy that I did a lip sync to, and they wanted to
Mhm.
see, and I think that was the song that I lip synced to
Wild
because they wanted to
thing.
do Wild Thing, bow, bow, bow,
Turn this shit down. Shit
She
too
wants
hot.
to do the wild thing. Hey,
Wild
uh,
Thing.
D, I discovered new and improved ways of using a do rag.
And what is that? And that will be. And what that is.
I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube.
But don't say it, cause I know how
DeAndre,
your.
DeAndre, I have like about 5 durags. I put them on my head and it wouldn't stick.
You a do rag collector?
Yeah, I put it on and I tie it and everything, but it just doesn't stick because durags are originally there was using if you ever see the Indian guys, you'll see them wearing like durags.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
I noticed it. I noticed it.
I
so
got I got some I got some don't rags.
I put the reason I put this on. The reason I put this on because I ain't feel like doing nothing to my head and it's all over the place. So
now New
I
You guys
already
use put it to like set their hair, to put it, get that special
um,
look.
yeah, I do my head.
I know.
I do
I
the
try to
wild thing.
every time I buy some, I end up losing
Really?
them individually, and I don't be knowing where I put them at.
Oh,
Hey,
you mean the durag?
Phoenix.
I don't know. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. I'd be like, where? It's like losing socks. Like you have socks 1 minute, and then the next minute you can't find a mate to 'em.
Same thing with my thongs. Yeah.
I don't want to hear all that.
I'm gonna start getting Indian underwear.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, let me turn these burgers. I'll be right back.
Flip your meat.
Behave.
Oh shoot!
Be
I got um
Hello, Rising Phoenix.
I've got invisible underwear. I got. You can't hear it?
oh,
I
DeAndre,
think the
Where
show
do you live?
DeAndre's in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's where I am. That's where I'm from, born and raised.
How's the weather over there? Must be hot, huh?
It's hot, too hot. It be so hot I don't be wanting to move. It be so hot here I be getting irritated.
Yo, it's
That's
so hot
how.
over there. People shrink. They're taller in the winter than they are in the summer.
For real. The heat is no joke.
Yeah, you can't handle this heat. This heat ain't no joke. I'm telling you.
Usually you get smaller during the winter.
I don't get smaller during the winter. I stay the same size all year round.
So you buy the same
Good
the
for,
same size the same size
good for
underwear
you.
all year long.
I
Usually
think
when it gets colder, most
I think
people
maybe
get
when it gets
smaller.
colder, he's talking about you. You shrivel up.
I
The
don't wait a
shrivel
minute.
up.
Wait a minute. What we talking about here? I'm confused.
We're talking
We're talking
about
about do
sizes and
rags.
height.
Yep.
Okay. My
We're
bad.
talking
My
Do
about
bad.
rags, do rags, and don't rags.
Mm. Well, I don't need no don't rag. I just need the do rag. Now I have. If I couldn't find me no cloth to clean up with or something, wipe the table off or something, I will get a anything I can find in my possession
I
and
once
do
used
that.
the bed sheet to wipe my table.
No, I ain't gonna do all that now. That's too
okay.
it. That's too much.
I like the sound of that. That's too much.
I ain't saying nothing else. I'm not saying nothing else.
Hey D, remember how I was talking about my brother? Jay over
Yeah,
here, he met my brother. He could tell you.
for real.
Yep.
What's the news about your brother, though? Like, why are you bringing him up?
I
He
had
just want to
mentioned,
brag.
yeah, I wanted to brag.
He just want to brag.
I do a lot of bragging about my brother,
You do a bragging about a lot of things.
Well,
especially that thong, right?
ain't nothing wrong with bragging now.
Ain't nothing wrong with bragging. I try not to do it too much, but sometimes you can't help it.
Aha, D with the piece, huh? Double D, yeah, Double D got big feet. You already know.
No, you can't. No, my feet ugly. I'm not. No, my feet don't belong on
Well,
camera.
actually, Mr. Burns, is not about the feet. It's actually about the hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the original
Look how
idea was
big. Damn, D, you got big hands. We already know.
See,
it
We
was
are.
originally
We
there
already
was the
know.
feet.
D got big hands, man. That's it. Might have to start calling him Lover Boy.
Let's see your hands, Mr. Burns.
I apologize if I'm late coming in.
I was late coming on too.
No, yes, because I showed up exactly at 9,
It's
and you
a
were not here, and I kept waiting and waiting for half an hour, and then watching and coming back, watching, coming back.
It's a
Yeah,
actually it's a pleasure to meet you. This is the first time I saw you on this live. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, likewise, DeAndre. I saw you the last time, but I think you had your camera off.
I did, because I was not camera ready.
Well, me, imagine the first time I came on, I thought that there was a private chat, and I
he
was
was
like
butt
shirtless.
naked. He was
I
butt
was
naked when he
shirtless
Would
came
because
you
it
on.
was
let the
so
would you
hot.
let the man talk? Let
I
let the
was so
gentleman
hot. I
talk.
came in the door from the heat, put on the AC, turned on the AC, took off my shirt, and then I thought we were just talking on camera. And then I'm seeing other people popping in. And then he's telling me, Mr. Burns is telling me, oh, this is content creator where we come and, assist each other. And it's going out to everybody's feed. I'm like, thanks for telling me.
I bet you was embarrassed, wasn't you?
No, no, no. I wasn't embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed about being, with my shirt off. But
Yeah.
He was
like
butt
I
ass
said,
naked.
like I said, you don't want to upset or offend, people. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
So you just want to be mindful.
See, I, look, it be certain times. It's been certain times since it's been so hot. I almost came close to doing a YouTube video without my shirt, but then I thought about it, I'm like, they
Ooh,
ain't finna get me.
Well, and nothing wrong with
ooh.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
we're men, right? So you're allowed to take off your shirt.
Yeah, but you was butt ass naked.
No, I
Is there
wouldn't.
a problem with
I
that?
I had clothing on. I
All right,
just
Phoenix.
I just didn't. Wasn't gonna put on no shirt because that's how hot it was. I want to show y'all these burgers, but I don't know if I can do it or not. Let me see. Can y'all see?
Ooh, yeah.
See
Thanks
what?
for showing us your. Thanks for showing us your meat.
Okay, that looks good. How are
I
you
don't
gonna
like.
butter? How are you
I
gonna
don't
butter
like.
it up?
I don't like making them because they always shrink
Oh,
when I cook it.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, D man. I
It's
be
not
telling
good
them,
when it
man.
shrinks. Not good when it shrinks.
Ignore that part. I tell them.
I was in the middle of watching Desperate.
it's momentarily.
I was in the middle of watching Desperate Housewives. I've been watching it all day today on Hulu, and I said, you know what? Let me pause it and just get on live because I ain't been on
Get on
live
the
today.
live, man. You know it ain't the same without you, man. Get on the
You tell me,
Never.
live
y'all tell me
Never the
that every
same.
time. Y'all tell me that every week.
because that's what it is,
De-
man. We need you up in here,
DeAndre,
D.
DeAndre, your point of view, it's just like I was telling him. Solomon has
I got the best host, co-host in all of YouTube. I mean, look at you. You came out here and you showed us your meat. Jay came up here, butt ass naked.
Stop it.
This is the best YouTube ever, man. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, hold that thought. I'm about to turn these again. Just give me 1 second. I'm still listening.
You gonna flip it? You gonna flip it?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just
You
give me
gonna
one
lay
second.
you're gonna lay it down, flip it and reverse it?
That was the plan. I take down.
This dude is struggling just to turn his vehicle. Struggling.
I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back.
I'm gonna wait for you.
Oh, I'm finna say you didn't have to wait. You could have left if y'all had to go.
Nah, I'm gonna wait for you.
Okay. I guess I do have an impact on the fans and the YouTubers.
Hell yeah, without a doubt. Major impact.
I apologize for missing your other live, your whip it out Wednesday. I apologize. See, I didn't get notified. I didn't get notified about that. I don't know
That's
why
crazy.
you. I don't know why YouTube don't be notifying me half of the time. I be feeling
You
bad.
YouTube be hating on me, man.
But I will say you got a lot of views on there though. You close to 200 and some views on that live.
Okay, okay.
That means you doing the thing.
I'm exposing my thing. Maybe that's why.
Well, don't.
With
Well,
it on Wednesday with the
You
live
guys,
show.
I got cut out, and you guys didn't hear what I said.
No, man. What did you
I don't,
say?
I don't think. But I was saying, Solomon Project has grown with an eclectic group. Me being one of them. You
Yeah.
as well, DeAndre. And the point is, the perspective. Am I still here?
you
You guys
Yeah,
still
hear
you're
me?
still
here. You
here.
still here.
All
You
right,
still here.
good. Because last time I got that far in and it cut out on me. That you guys, this is such an eclectic group where we are all willing to listen to one another. And Solomon, no matter I mean, we had some mega guys on here where
Uh-oh.
you know.
Yeah, we did. I was
Was
telling
I
Jay
here?
about that earlier today.
Was I here? Was I here or was I
I
not?
don't think so. The professor was definitely here when the MAGA dude came in a couple of
Oh
times.
my.
We had some MAGA dude. Yeah.
I, I'm not in. I know I'm not in. I'm not a politics person, but maybe it was. How did it turn out?
It went better than expected.
Well, with that being said, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it. I bet it's a lot of MAGA peoples out there that's probably regretting the decisions that they done made because I've been seeing those type of videos every day.
I've been seeing a lot of that. The FAFO,
I was
the F- the FAFO videos. F around and find out.
yeah.
A lot of
You
that's
know
been
what I
popping up on
did?
my feed.
Hey, did you hear about the CEO that went out on a date with one of the coworkers and they went to a ball game?
We were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
Showing on the John, she did a, and he did a who?
Hey,
I mean,
I'm gonna give you a follow, JR. I'm gonna give you a subscribe. I don't think I have yet, but I would be happy to subscribe because I do watch a lot of content creators videos. You can ask Mr. Burns and Brandon. I do be doing that and commenting, so I'm gonna subscribe to you as well.
Oh, that's a
Jay
beautiful thing.
has
Thank
Jay
you.
has some Jay has some really good content, man. Really good.
Especially when I'm drinking my coffee and my tea, I am very glued. I'm
Well, I
very
thought about the different things that because I had a TV show, I had an independent TV show about before the pandemic, and it was called In Conversation with, and it was about ordinary people doing extraordinary things with their lives. Um, but after the pandemic, when I went through my own transformation, I
Mhm.
decided that I wanted to speak specifically about how one could go through life all on their own, go through the challenges, face on, fear on, everything on, and still come out of it
Mhm.
with your feet planted firmly on the ground, no hate in your heart, can still
Yep.
love people, and you're taking
Amen.
responsibility for yourself.
And taking
And
and taking accountability for the wrong that you know that you have done. Just
well,
admit it.
I don't say any, I don't go for the wrong or right or good or bad or that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Most people are aligning to their authentic self, the best version of themselves. So you have to. I think it's already ingrained, or the room is there to make what they call mistakes, right? But it's just you're finding your way to your authentic self. So the
Hmm.
less that you can put blame on yourself or other people, it's the better for you. You move through life flawlessly, as opposed to when people are renting space in your head and you're thinking about uh, why are they not calling you? Why are they not showing up on, supporting you? Um, why are they not doing this? Why are they not doing that? How come you're by yourself at home all the time? Et cetera, et cetera. And you start to point fingers at people because you're just projecting onto
Yeah.
them. But if you take
D made a
responsibility for
video. D
yourself,
made a video of something associated with what you're saying. I remember
I'll
that
be
video.
I'll be right back. I'm still
okay,
listening. I'll be right back.
Are
go ahead.
you going? Are you gonna grab your meat? What are you gonna do?
No, he don't want to burn his meats.
I don't want to burn my food.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
oh,
No, don't
oh.
burn it. Don't burn it. Don't burn it.
Yeah,
Hey,
but when you
where did I leave off before I got disconnected? Because I got disconnected twice on the way in.
You missed a lot, man.
Well, what I was saying is Solomon, you've joined. You've got quite the eclectic group of
Oh
people.
yeah.
Oh shit! Now I'm
Hey
scared every
Brandon,
time I.
Vega saying, how are you doing, Brandon? Long time no see.
Hey, Vega's great. He's from Europe. He's one of actually the first people that I got into this with in November. You know,
Oh, nice. Where's
Vega,
Vega
where
from? What part of Europe?
specifically? Yeah, what part of Europe, Vega? I forgot. I'm sorry, buddy.
Is he from Spain?
It's good. It's good to see you. No, he's not Spain. I know that for sure. Well, I don't know that for sure. But, no, he's from. I'm racking my
From
brain,
the
trying to
ass
think.
of the world. Vega says he's from the ass of the
Right.
world. Germany. Damn, Germany's the ass?
Germany. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
German in the house.
Yeah. He was like you, Solomon. Vega was because he's from Germany, and the comments that we would make, he would be considered a troll, just being himself, and um, not even in the ways that like you and I are considered trolls. He was mistaken a lot. Just his comments that were made were, you know, but Vega's a good guy,
He's one
man.
of us. He's one of us.
Yeah, just mistaken by not, you know. Yeah, I mean, just because somebody doesn't understand you, it doesn't mean. The times they just I as a troll,
I'll tell you
and
right
that's
now,
it.
man. I'll tell you right now. My main man in counterpoint classical music, my main man
Hmm.
is Johann Sebastian Bach.
Oh,
That's my
thought it was
main.
Beethoven.
Who?
Beethoven.
Nah, man. I'm not big on Beethoven or Mozart. Bach
Bach.
is my man. Yo, Bach was a scrapper when he was young. Bach was a scrapper. Dude was no joke. The one thing with Bach is that sometimes when he used to write uh for the chorus or for the vocalists, he used to get carried away sometimes. He used to forget that there are limitations to the human body and the type of notes that they can hit. So he used to get pretty crazy. I've been called a Nazi as well, just because I'm from Germany. Damn. Just because you're from Germany, they call you that? That's kind of dumb. My homeboy Bach wasn't Nazi. That was a badass dude. I like Bach's compositions.
So Vega, what part of Germany are you from?
He's from Germany, Germany. Ha 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 ha. I figured it out.
Munich, Bonn, Berlin. Have you ever went to the Autobahn? Have you ever seen the Autobahn?
The Autobahn is crazy, man.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's near or in Hamburg.
Oh, Hamburg.
Yeah,
I'm still here, y'all. I'm
right
coming
now,
right back.
right
I'm on my
now he's
way
in
back.
Hamburg.
Just give me a few
Waiting,
moments.
Oh, you're
we're
in
waiting on those
Hamburger. You
burgers
know,
right here.
Vega. We have a Hamburg also, but it's in Pennsylvania. It's a German town.
Yeah, we got a few German towns out here in the United States where people who are from Germany settled in certain areas of the United States.
So wait a minute. You want to go anywhere in Germany, you have to use the Autobahn. I thought that was specifically. Oh, so it's like a highway, but it has no speed limit.
It is super. It's a super highway, bro.
Yeah, and
That
it
shit ain't.
has.
They got no speed limit. Yeah, yeah, Vega. Out here, they got some. They got some communities out here that are German,
Yeah, we have
hardcore.
in Pennsylvania. You have Hamburg. Then there's Germantown. Then there's oh, in California, I forgot exactly where.
In Wisconsin, in Michigan. Yeah, these are people who came from. But let me tell you something, man. They went through some hard times, man. People don't understand that. Some people don't know about that. You got Germans that came here and they struggled, man. They were discriminated against.
I think anybody that came over here were discriminated upon.
I wasn't discriminated. I kicked ass when I came here. At the age of 3, I started kicking ass.
Um,
Came out of
They
the
have
womb in a karate stance.
yeah. They have more restaurants than food trucks that I know of. German. Yeah, selling bratwurst. Yeah. 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 Whenever I get an opportunity, that's what I get. I get bratwurst.
Have you ever had
Yeah.
Spetzel?
I had
yeah,
Spetzel and the Schnitzel.
wasn't the sauerkraut German?
Sauerkraut is actually very healthy.
It is. It's probiotics.
Yeah, but have you ever had Spetzel?
What is Spetzel?
Ooh, Spetzel is a delicious little. It's one of the few things I know how to make in a German dish that I know how to make. It's basically
Really?
pasta from and correct me if I'm wrong, Vega. But it's a it's kind of like you want to. It's a pasta. It's made with flour, dough. You put it through like a colander over boiling water. All right. So you got these little puffed up balls of dough,
See? Puffed up
essentially.
balls. We're working with
Yeah.
balls now.
Oh yeah. And then you saute them in butter. And
That's like the Swedish meatballs, right?
no, it's different. Spetzel's different. Yeah. Like I said, Vega, correct me if I'm wrong if I'm doing a wrong description of it, but
It's
one of
it's
the few
Bavarian
German things that it's one of the
from the
few
southern
German
part of
things I
Germany.
know how to make. What's that?
He says it's Bavarian. It's from the southern
Okay.
part of Germany. It's like thick noodles. He said
Okay, yeah. It's
thick
it's a it's
noodles.
a pasta. It's a pasta.
Yeah.
But you take them out and they're like mini dumplings. Is the best way that I can describe
Oh
them.
shit, many dumplings. Okay, balls though,
Yeah.
right? They're balls.
Well, you put
Hey,
them
how
through a
long are you guys
colander.
gonna go
You put
for?
I think of a colander. All right.
Look, he says it right here. Spetzel, egg noodles, very
Okay,
thick. That's what it
I'm gonna
equals.
I'm gonna get off. All right,
No, I gotta
What are you
disagree.
getting? What are you getting off on?
camera.
Oh, oh, you're leaving?
Uh huh.
Yeah, I'm going to shut it down in about another 9 minutes, 8 minutes,
Okay. All right.
8 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh,
Jay, it was a
really?
pleasure.
It's like that,
Jay,
right?
it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
No, he said
It's a
8 minutes. He said 8 minutes 46 seconds.
No, I'm just
you're
telling
going to hang
you.
out?
It's a pleasure
Well,
talking to
if
you.
You might hang
well
out for
as
the 8 minutes.
well as long as you don't put your foot on my neck.
No, I would put something else. Oh, by the way, guys, some of the tales that I told about my trip to Dominican Republic with some of my friends, Jay was one of those friends that went with me to Dominican Republic.
They made it back.
He made it back. That was
my
one of
bir-
the
Nice.
wildest times. That was an adventure, man. It really
my
was.
birthday is actually the Dominican Republic Independence Day.
Oh, really?
Uh huh.
Yeah. And he became independent when he went to Dominican Republic.
I
Totally.
sure did. I sure did.
We got smashed. Remember that beach house that we were in? That
Yes,
shit had a hole in the floor.
Samana was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
I've
where
We
heard
his
of
were.
the hole in
brother.
the
That's where
wall,
his.
but I don't know about the hole in the floor.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to enlighten me a little bit.
There were holes on the floor on the second floor. There were holes on the floor,
Yeah.
man. You could have fell right through to the first floor
Well,
if you weren't careful.
it was a house that wasn't really like looked after. It was like kind of like neglected, but it was still livable, habitable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So
people lived there.
so we got a cheap rates.
Yeah. Well, you know, sorry, we don't have a floor for you, but you know what? Hey, we're giving you a
It's all
discount.
good. You can always levitate. And we were surrounded by
Yeah.
coconut trees.
All
Surrounded.
day long. Reach out and touch.
We went to
Somebody.
we were partying in this store slash club that didn't have any electricity. They had a battery operated radio.
Well, I remember my ignorance, right? I went to the store and I saw a Chinese lady and she was speaking Spanish and that blew my mind.
Yeah.
That
She probably
completely
would
blew
have
my mind.
she probably would have blown something else, but that's not what we were there. That's not what we
No,
were there.
just seeing a person of Chinese descent in a foreign land that was speaking the language of the natives was incredibly powerful. Like, wow, look at what humans
She
could
was
do.
she she was probably born and raised there.
That's what I'm saying. You could go anywhere in the world and you're a native, but you're not of that part of the world. But you speak the language, you eat the food, you cook the food, the lingo, the local, everything is like, wow.
I was
The local
listening.
cousins.
It's funny, Jay, that you say that because there was I was just listening to a documentary about it was a Jewish lady that grew up with the Jewish customs and everything has to be kosher and there's certain religions. However, she was raised in the upper class, you know. So she had a cook that prepared all of their foods for them, and the cook happened to be Muslim of descent, you know. However,
Yeah.
he knew more about the food that she was supposed to be eating than she did, and he would be like, "No, that's not kosher." You know. So it's just funny
That's
how it
incredible,
all
huh?
worked out. You know. No, it's just how life works out. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Madonna said life is a mystery.
Yeah.
Life is a mystery.
Until
It's
you give
true.
until you become acquainted with astrology, then it's no longer a mystery.
Yeah.
It stops being a mystery at that
What it-
point.
It's a fascinating look at life.
Yeah.
Like I was as I was saying the last time, um, astrology has been relegated to being thought of as a parlor trick, as marginalized, as just something in the back of the newspaper. And what does that really have to do with us? But when my life was going so chaotically, I didn't understand anything. Psychology couldn't explain it. Um, History couldn't explain it. Um, no one can explain it the way that was comfortable enough for me to understand or felt comfortable to be in my skin. But when I went
Yeah.
into the astrology field and I started learning about it, it made so much sense. It did a lot of clarification. I realized that I wasn't crazy. I realized that people are not stuck. I realized that people are not bipolar. They're not. They're just misinformed, right?
Oh hell,
They,
I'm tripolar.
no. But what I'm saying,
Thought you were tripodal.
My brother's tripodal. My brother pulled over one day when we were on our way to Samana, that town that Jay was talking about, and he went by a
Mhm.
coconut tree, pulled that damn thing out. We didn't know which one was the tree and which one was his thing, man.
He was knocking the coconuts off without leaving the ground.
Exactly. He
All
could,
right, this is something funny. This is back to what Jay was just saying, and this is a quote that I heard from a movie, but it's always resonated with me. Um, and it is yesterday is history. Today is a mystery. Tomorrow is a gift.
yeah, yeah,
No, wait a minute. Yeah, something. I screwed it all up, but
you did.
you know, yes, I did. So, did you see the video with the ducks that I put
Not
up?
yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, I put up one. There was a wedding, and the ducks decided to cross paths with the bride and groom, and they were just minding their business, and then people started laughing, and the ducks stopped, looked, observed, and kept on walking.
They didn't drop a deuce on him.
No, it was they were just crossing paths.
Well, the whole point of that was it reminded me of a joke of the three ducks, and I've told it here before. I don't
Thank you,
think
Vega. Thank you for stopping by.
Take care,
Vega,
Vega.
always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, buddy. Good to see you, man.
Good enough.
So, you remember the duck joke that I had, right?
Think so.
Well, Miss Helms, you'll remember it if I tell it again. But Miss Helms commented and asked me what I named the duck, and I named him, you know, um, because of this joke. But there was three ducks that walked into the bar, and the bartender says to the first duck, "Hey, what's your name?" He says, "Hey, my name's Huey." And he says, "Oh, hey, Huey, how was your day?" He says, "Oh man, it was great. I had apples. I was in and out of puddles all day long. It was a great day." Looks at the second duck and says, "Hey, what's your name?" He says, "My name's Dewey." And he says, "Oh, how was your day, Dewey?" He says, "Oh man, it was great. Somebody gave me some bread. I was in and out of puddles all day long. It was a awesome day." Looks at the third duck and says, "Let me guess, your name's Louie." And he says, "No, my name's Puddles. I don't feel like talking."
Ah.
Interesting, interesting.
So,
You remember
guys,
that?
this is it. Yeah, I remember it. Guys, this is
Well,
it,
Miss
man.
Miss Helms on my duck video asked me what I named him, and I said I named him Puddles. Remember? Because he didn't feel like talking to me.
Yeah. That's crazy. We made
All
we
right.
made it to that hour, guys. And thanks for coming
Bye,
up.
guys. It was a
Stay
pleasure
fresh.
with all you guys.
It was nice to see all of y'all.
Sorry
Thank
for the
you. Thank
technical
Likewise.
difficulties.
No, you're fine. Thank you for showing your meat, D. Always a
Stop.
pleasure.
It's a pleasure meeting you. Finally.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Listen, stay fresh, keep it moist,
Well, y'all have a
and
good one.
we'll catch up again. Okay, we'll catch up like Heinz. There you go.
Peace, love, and hair
There
grease.
you
There
go.
it is. Now you
Peace,
know.
love, and great bacon grease with me.
Yeah, baby. All right,
Y'all
fellas.
have a good one.
Take care.
Take care, guys. See